I used to think that Accra was the only place to invest in real estate in Ghana. I mean, after all, it is the capital city and that's where the big money is made, right? But then I started to pay attention to Kumasi and what I found actually shocked me. Imagine being able to buy double the property for the same price, while sitting on an investment that's grown faster than people actually realize. What if I told you that Kumasi is Ghana's most underrated real estate market right now? So all my fans of Kumasi, all my Ashanti people, I'm half Ashanti by the way, don't think you guys knew that. But gather here because today's video, we're going to be speaking about you guys. So today we're diving deep into Accra versus Kumasi. We're going to be speaking about the pros and the cons, and also which city truly offers the best investment returns. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to be revealing the number one mistake that investors make when it comes to choosing which city to invest in. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lorraine here, and if you're new to this channel, you're in the right place if you're looking for anything about Ghana's real estate market. On this channel, you will find property tours, my personal experience when it comes to me purchasing property in Ghana as well as sit-down interviews with real estate experts. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please do hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done so far already, also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my other valuable videos. And if you find today's video valuable, then please give it a thumbs up as well. And also drop in the comments, which city are you looking to invest in? I was going to be a bit more controversial there. Let's actually take it a little bit further. Are you Team Accra or are you Team Kumasi? Let me know in the comments below. So guys, let's get into it. So Accra, let's speak about Accra for a moment. Okay, Accra is an economic powerhouse, right? It's where all the big bucks is made. But is it really worth the price? So why do people love Accra when it comes to real estate? So of course, Accra is the biggest business hub in Ghana. There you'll find government institutions, multinational companies, and the expats keep the market strong. Now, there's also really high rental demand, of course, with Airbnb, Booking.com, luxury apartments, and corporate housings in areas like East Legon, Cantonments, and Airport Hills. They bring in like 8 to 12% rental yields. Now, there's also an infrastructure advantage when it comes to Accra. Kotoka International Airport is a great hub. A lot of people like to stay around that space, and because of where the airport is located, it's really an easy reach for a lot of people and commuters. And there's also top tier malls around Accra. There's really, good hospitals as well as international schools. Now with Accra, there's fast property appreciation. Land values in prime areas have increased annually 15 to 20%. Now the downsides of Accra, there's high property prices. I think we all know that. A small 2-bedroom apartment in East Legon could cost you like $200,000. while luxury apartments exceed $500,000. Some people also argue that there is market saturation. I personally don't agree, but when it comes to high-end apartments, I do agree. There is an oversupply of high-end apartments in cantonments and locations like Labone and places like that, which leads to lower than expected rental returns and occupancy rates. Also, I'm sure nobody would disagree with me when it comes to traffic and congestion in Accra, right? Accra's commute times are brutal. I remember having to leave my house at like 5 a.m. in the morning just to get to somewhere by 8. It is brutal. It makes it even more critical when it comes to understanding where there's traffic and where there isn't traffic. Then, of course, land disputes and land title issues. Some areas have complicated ownership structures, which does lead to a lot of legal risks as well. And I'm sure if you want to find out more, do check out one of my other videos on buying land and avoiding scams in Ghana. The bottom line is this: if you have a higher budget and you want faster rental returns, Accra is solid, but you must pick the right locations. So, Kumasi, the most underrated property market in Ghana. Is it a real estate market that's ready to boom? It's why Kumasi is becoming a smart investment. Now, Kumasi is much more affordable. Land prices in Kumasi are 30 to 50% lower than Accra. You can buy a full plot for like 20 to 50,000 cedis in some locations, right? I mean, on average, you can find plots that are going for about $20,000, right? That's what you can get in Kumasi. There's also growing rental demand due to Kumasi's growing and expanding middle class. There's also an expansive student population. A lot of students go to the KNUST, the tech university. And there's also growing cultural tourism. I'm sure a lot of you have traveled maybe to the Bonre location where they make the kente, for example, and other locations where there are tourist attractions. Now, there is a new infrastructure boom that's taking place in Kumasi. There's the Kumasi City Mall, there is the market redevelopment, but there's also the new international airport. And these are really game changers because now, you know, a lot of flights can fly internationally right into Kumasi. And then there's less competition. In Accra, it's overcrowded, right? There are a lot of investors, but Kumasi still has room for long-term price appreciation. But there's also a downside of investing in Kumasi. There's slower appreciation. Property values grow steadily at 5 to 8% annually, compared to like 15 to 20% in prime locations in Accra. Now, there's also limited high-end rentals. The market caters to more locals and students rather than like luxury-seeking expats who all gravitate towards those locations that we're all familiar with in Accra, like East Legon, Cantonments, Osu, Labone, etc. Now, land ownership complexity is also something to be aware of when it comes to buying in Kumasi. Store lands really require extra due diligence to avoid disputes in Kumasi. Now, the bottom line is that if you want lower cost investment with steady long-term potential, Kumasi is probably one of Ghana's best kept real estate secrets. So guys, I want to ask you guys a question. If you had $100,000 to invest, would you buy in Accra or would you buy in Kumasi? Put it in the comments below. Let's see who wins this debate. If you're finding this breakdown helpful and useful for you, then please do also give this video a thumbs up. Also, it helps just to push it out to more people, and hopefully other people will learn how they can avoid costly mistakes when it comes to buying property in Ghana. So let's compare prices. What can you buy in each city? In Accra, $100,000 can get you a one-bedroom apartment or a studio apartment in the central prime locations. It can get you a small two-bedroom apartment in developing areas. $200,000 could get you a three-bedroom house in East Legon Hills or Oyarifa. Now, $500,000 could get you a luxury home in Airport Hills or Cantonments. Now, in Kumasi, $100,000 can get you a full 3 to 4 bedroom house in prime locations. $200,000 can buy you a mansion near the airport, for example. Okay, that's a bit exaggerated, but yeah, you get my drift. Now, land prices are rising, but it's still more affordable than Accra. Now, I know a lot of you have probably heard about this new international airport in Kumasi. Here's how the new airport is changing everything. Look, there's now direct international flights that are expected to boost business travel, Airbnb demand, and commercial real estate. Nearby prices already of the land have actually already increased by 10 to 15% since the airport's launch. Investors are now targeting areas within 15 kilometers of the airport for new hotels, warehouses, and high-end rentals as well. So guys, if you see what they're doing, you gotta follow. Here's a key takeaway. If you're looking to future-proof your investment, buying near Kumasi's airport now could be a good long-term play. So here's the number one mistake that investors make when choosing between Accra and Kumasi. I see that most people all the time look at the property price and not the rental demand. If you're going in for investment, this is really super important. A lot of people buy expensive apartments in Accra thinking they're going to make big rental income, but because it's highly seasonal, they struggle with long vacancy periods or high competition. On the other hand, investors in Kumasi often forget to check infrastructure plans and sometimes end up buying in areas without proper roads, water, or development potential. So here's a solution. Before investing, ask yourself 3 questions. Is there actual rental demand in this location? What infrastructure projects are planned in the next 5 to 10 years? And will this area attract tenants easily, or will I struggle to find renters? So, which city is the better investment? Choose Accra if you want higher rental demands and faster returns. You have a bigger budget for prime and premium locations. You're investing in Airbnb, commercial spaces, or corporate rentals. Choose Kumasi if you want affordable entry points and long-term appreciation. You're willing to hold on to property for 5 to 10 years whilst the market grows. You're targeting middle-class families, students, and maybe also business travelers who want to stay close to the international airport. So now it's your turn. Comment below. Would you rather invest in Kumasi or would you invest in Accra? I want to know. Leave it in the comments. And if you're serious about investing in Ghana, then I've got something very special for you. Hit on the link in the description box to join my up and coming free webinar that gives you more insights about how you can get started in Ghana's real estate market. And don't just go yet. Guys, I highly recommend you check out this video and also this video next. So guys, I'll see you there. Bye.